Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kristen and I have another awesome dinner that you're going to want to make. You are going to want to make this. Trust me. Look at this. It is so good. I really love this. I haven't made this before. This is the first time making this tonight and my family loved it. So let's get going. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Kristincooks, and tonight I'm going to be making taco casserole for dinner. It's really easy, really quick, doesn't take too much effort at all. So you're going to need a pound of ground beef. I have 80/20 here, but you can feel free to use a leaner type if you want. And then I have pepper jack and Colby jack. I'm not going to use all of this, of course. I'm probably going to just use a little mixture of both of these. Season with salt and pepper, and then you can go in with some just plain old taco seasoning if you please, but I like to add in extra cumin seed, oregano, paprika, garlic powder, and then also we're going to put in a can of black beans. I'm going to drain and rinse these off really well, and they'll go into the meat along with some salsa that will go in the meat also, and then an onion and some garlic, and we're going to put it into a 9x13 baking dish, as you can see. And then the recipe calls for large tortillas, but I have these smaller ones that I want to use up in my fridge, so I'm going to use these. And then these are left over from another recipe that I'll use those up too if I can. I have my oven preheating there to 350. I'm going to put the meat in the skillet, and yeah, sounds good to me. So let's get going. All right, so first of all, I'm going to start prepping the veggies. Just a little onion and some garlic. I'm going to mince this up as small as I can so that my son doesn't get mad that I have actual onion in the meat. Okay, it's a struggle. So I have my skillet all heated up, and I'm going to put the meat in, season with a little seasoned salt and some pepper. And about halfway through cooking the meat, I'm adding in the onion and the garlic, mushing that around. Now it's time to drain the grease. I just like to take a paper towel and sop up the grease out of the pan. It's just so much easier that way, and just throw away the paper towel. So then I'm going to season the meat with the taco seasoning, paprika, cumin, garlic powder. Oops, a little bit on the hot burner there, no big deal. And then Mexican oregano. I'm a messy cook, okay? I'm messy. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not, I'm just messy. So then I have the black beans in there. You can see I didn't show that I dumped them in there, but I did. Along with some salsa. The recipe called for 2 cups of salsa, but I thought that was a bit much, so I only just did just a couple shakes of the salsa in there. All right, so now we're at the point where we can start building our casserole. So in the 9x13, I sprayed it. I don't know if you really need to do that, but I just did it. And put down the tortillas. That's your first layer. And then on top of the tortillas, put about 1/3 of the meat mixture in there and spread it around. It doesn't have to be perfect, just spread it around. And then I'm going to top that off with some cheese. Here we go. I grated a bunch of Colby jack and a little pepper jack. And I'm just going to cover the meat with it really nicely there. Okay, and then, if you don't want to use ground beef, you could go ground turkey or chicken even, if you don't want to, have the fat from the red meat. But, use whatever you like. It's really versatile. You can make it however you want, make it your own. So on top of the meat and the cheese, I'm just going to add another layer of tortillas. You don't have to be perfect about it. Just get them on there and put on some more of the meat. Another 1/3 of the meat. And then we're going to do another 1/3 of the cheese. And I'm going to do one more layer. There's going to be 3 layers in total. And I'm actually, after it was done baking, I was really glad that I did the third layer because it really kind of bakes down and it's like just kind of smaller. You know, it's like, I don't know what to say, but it's just, you need the 3 layers or you're going to have a really, really thin casserole, okay? But it turned out super good, and these tortillas turned out so soft. I was kind of concerned because they've just been chilling in my fridge for a while. I don't even know. And it's not like I'm adding any liquid to this, and I wasn't sure if the tortillas would be nice and soft or if they'd just be kind of weird. But no, don't worry about that. The tortillas are good. They're awesome. I don't know how this would work with flour tortillas though, because would they get gummy? I don't know. I use corn. That's my preferred flavor with these types of dishes. I don't use flour tortillas very often. I mean, like, if I want to have a burrito or something, then I'll have a flour tortilla. But for the most part, I prefer corn tortillas, honestly. And then just going to top it off with the meat, the final layer, and then the cheese. Put the rest of your cheese on there. And voila, it is ready for the oven. This is really, really good. I'm just really happy with it. I didn't know if it'd be as good as it was, really. And then I'm just adding a little bit of cilantro on there. And just for a little bit of color. All right, so now I'm going to throw it in the oven. I baked it for about 20 minutes. Here we go, 20 minutes later. Look, I cleaned off my stovetop. Isn't it awesome? I'm so organized tonight. And look it's gorgeous. Look, the cheese is just beautiful. And then we're going to have refried beans there with some chips. And it is so good. You can top it off with a little bit of lettuce and tomato, which is what I'm going to do, and a little bit of avocado. And this dinner was just so good. It was really, really good. I'm just slicing through it here right now. You can let it sit for just like a couple minutes after you take it out of the oven, and then it'll, slice up really nice for you. But yeah, just divide it into some nice big chunks and serve it on up. There you go. Or you could put some salsa on there. Look at all the cheese, and it got kind of golden on the top, a little bit of brown. Oh, so gorgeous, so good. Look at it. So cheesy, gooey, wonderful. I loved it. The recipe will be in the description box for you. And guess what? This is the end of the video, and we'll see it in the next one. Bye.